Hunger is not stopping you from losing body fat. There's many things you can do to curb appetite. You can do intermittent fasting by shortening your eating window. It makes it feel like you're eating more food. Take certain things to suppress your appetite, like Ozempic. You can eat higher volume foods to make you fuller. You can eat more veggies. You can eat more fats to make you fuller. But at the end of the day, hunger is a survival mechanism. Your body releases hunger hormones when it's in a deficit to motivate you to eat more food, to motivate you to find food. Your body has been doing this for thousands of years, so you're not going to outsmart it. You can even eat more food on certain days and less food on other days. But at the end of the week, your body's going to realize that it's still in a deficit. So it's still going to send those hunger hormones and you're still going to feel hungry. And that's okay. That's what happens in a caloric deficit. It's part of the game. You cannot lose body fat without a caloric deficit. And you can't have a caloric deficit without being hungry. Just like you can't build muscle without lifting weights intensely. Hunger is part of the game. The best thing you can do is accept that hunger is part of a caloric deficit and that you're going to be hungry. And you have to make yourself okay with that. And then after that, you have to make sure that your macros and calories are where they need to be for healthy fat loss. Healthy fat loss meaning you're burning mainly fat and not muscle. Because if you end up burning muscle, you're just going to look like a deflated version of your current self. You're not going to have any muscle definition at the end of it, and you're just going to be smaller, lower metabolism, less energy, and weaker. So here's what your nutrition should look like. For protein, you need to have 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. For fats, you need to have 0.3 to 0.5 grams of fat per pound of body weight. Fill the rest in with carbs. You want to make sure you don't fall below your basal metabolic rate, and you want to be within a 10 to 20% caloric deficit from your maintenance. The closer you get to your basal metabolic rate, the harder fat loss becomes, the less energy you will have. All that with very little progress. You can also do the following to make sure the diet is a little more tolerable. You can do intermittent fasting. I know I mentioned in the beginning, it does help. You're still going to feel hungry, but you're going to feel a lot less hungry without it. Intermittent fasting with an 8-hour feeding window. So let's say I wake up at 7 a.m. I don't eat until noon, and my last meal is before 8 p.m. And then I don't eat anything else in those other time frames. At the same time, you can use decaf coffee to blunt the appetite. I prefer decaf coffee. Regular coffee helps. The caffeine will help you with energy levels, and people drink caffeine in the morning anyway, but it has to be black coffee without anything that adds calories. You can also add sparkling water. You can do a mix of all these things. But with decaf coffee, you can drink as much as you want. You can even drink it before bed. It just won't affect your sleep because there's no caffeine in it. You also want to use a TDEE calculator, find your maintenance calories, and then start from there. Over time, you might need to drop calories, but as long as you stay above your basal metabolic rate, you should be completely fine, and the hunger should be okay. Just ignore the hunger and keep on going. Follow for more fat loss clarity.